Okay, so you're getting ready for a clinical coder interview.
Yeah,
Congratulations, that's super exciting.
it is.
And we've got all your RoleCatcher resources right here. We have
Mhm.
the career guides,
Yep.
interview tips, and even some information on how their AI tools can really help you prepare.
It's amazing how much technology has changed the job search process.
Absolutely.
It really is.
So think of this deep dive as your own personalized prep session
Love that idea.
to help you really impress during your interview.
More than just answer the questions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We're going to help you stand out.
for sure.
And we'll even spend some time talking about how those automated recruiters work, because honestly, who isn't a little bit curious about that?
It's like the mystery behind the curtain. What
Right.
are they looking at?
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
So let's dive right in.
Okay.
The RoleCatcher guide starts with a very classic question. What motivated you to become a clinical coder?
It's a good one.
It seems simple, but it's actually your chance to really shine and set yourself apart from other candidates.
Yeah. This is where you get to connect your passion for healthcare with your love for the detail-oriented world of coding.
I like that.
Think about what first got you interested in this field.
Go ahead.
Was it the analytical challenge,
Yeah.
the impact you can have on patient care,
Yeah.
or maybe even a personal experience you've had that highlighted the importance of accurate medical records?
Yeah.
Whatever it is,
Right.
find a way to weave that into your answer and make it personal.
I love that. Make it personal.
Yes.
Make it memorable.
Absolutely.
All right. The next question in the guide focuses on coding systems.
Okay.
What coding systems are you familiar with, and how proficient are you in using them?
So this one, they're likely going to ask about ICD-10
Yeah.
and CPT. Those are really the most common coding systems.
Okay.
So highlight your comfort level with those.
Got it.
If there are other systems that you've worked with,
Mm.
definitely mention those too. But if you're not proficient in a specific system,
Yeah.
don't sweat it.
Right.
Just be honest about it and emphasize that you're eager to learn.
Okay.
Employers really value that proactive mindset.
So it's almost like saying, hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running.
Absolutely.
I'm ready to learn and expand my skill set.
Yes, exactly. You're showcasing your potential.
I like that.
And speaking of showcasing your potential, the next question really gets to the heart of what a coder does.
Ooh,
How do you ensure accuracy and completeness in your coding work?
this is a big one,
It is a big one.
because accuracy in this field is everything, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Mistakes can have a real impact.
Huge impact.
Yeah.
So when you're answering this question, really think about the specific steps you take to make sure your work is top-notch.
Okay.
Do you double-check your codes against the medical documentation?
Mm.
Do you use any coding software or validation tools?
Okay.
Are you meticulous about cross-referencing?
Yeah.
Give them specifics. Don't just say that you're detail-oriented. Show them.
Sure I do.
Yes, paint a picture with your words.
I love that. Okay.
All right.
So the next question is all about staying current, because this field is constantly changing.
Healthcare never stops.
Never.
It's always evolving.
It's true.
So the question is, how do you stay up to date with the changes and updates to the coding guidelines?
This is important.
Very important.
Employers want to know that you're dedicated to keeping your knowledge sharp.
They want to see that you're committed.
Right.
So how do you do it?
Yeah.
Do you attend continuing education courses?
Great.
Do you subscribe to any industry publications? Are you following reputable organizations online?
Yeah.
All of those things show that you're on top of the latest developments.
And it really demonstrates your commitment to the field.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, this is a good place to mention how RoleCatcher's AI can give you a little bit of an edge.
Okay, how so?
So let's say you use their platform to analyze the specific job description that you're applying for. You might discover that this particular employer is really focused on something specific, like cardiology coding, for example.
Okay, so how could you kind of weave that into your answer?
You could mention that you're actively following the updates from the American College of Cardiology,
Oh, okay.
or that you recently completed a course on coding cardiac procedures.
I see.
It shows you've done your homework and that you're tailoring your knowledge to their specific needs.
Wow. It's like having a personalized cheat sheet for every interview.
It's pretty incredible.
I like it.
All right, let's move on to a question that lets you tell a story.
Oh, I love stories.
Me too.
Okay.
Can you describe a challenging coding case you encountered and how you resolved it?
Okay.
Everyone loves a good story, and this is your chance to share one that really highlights your problem-solving skills.
Okay.
So think about a time when you faced a tricky coding situation. Maybe the documentation was unclear or conflicting.
That happens.
It does happen.
Yeah.
Walk them through how you approached the problem systematically. Did you consult with a physician?
Yeah.
Did you have to research coding guidelines?
Mm-hmm.
Be specific.
Yeah.
Show them you can handle those tough situations.
It's like turning a potential weakness into a strength.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, the next question gets into the nitty-gritty of compliance.
Okay.
How do you ensure compliance with coding and billing regulations?
Oh, big one.
This is a big one.
Yeah.
It goes beyond just knowing the rules, though.
Right.
You need to show them that you're committed to ethical coding practices.
That's important.
It is.
Yeah.
So do you have a system for staying updated on the latest regulations?
Okay.
Are there specific resources you use, like official websites,
Mm-hmm.
industry journals, professional organizations?
Gotcha.
Talk about those.
So it's about demonstrating your proactive approach to compliance.
Yeah,
You're not just following the rules, you're actively seeking them out.
absolutely.
Which, honestly, I think any employer would be impressed by that level of diligence.
Especially in healthcare, where accuracy and ethical conduct are so important.
Absolutely. So you might be wondering how RoleCatcher's AI can help you prep for this specific question.
I am wondering that. Tell me more.
Okay, so their AI can analyze a company's profile and actually flag any past compliance issues
Oh, wow.
or areas where they're particularly stringent.
Okay.
So having that little bit of insider knowledge can help you tailor your answer.
Interesting.
Maybe you emphasize your experience with auditing tools
Yeah.
or mention a specific compliance training program that you completed.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's smart.
So it's like having a secret weapon in your back pocket.
It really is.
All right, up next is a scenario that I think every clinical coder will face at some point.
Okay, what is it?
How do you handle conflicting or incomplete documentation when you're coding?
It's bound to happen. Those patient records aren't always perfect.
Never perfect.
No.
So this question is all about showcasing your judgment and your problem-solving skills.
I see.
So first, acknowledge that conflicting documentation happens, and then walk them through your process.
Okay.
Do you reach out to the physician for clarification?
Mm-hmm.
Do you consult with your colleagues? Do
Yeah.
you leverage any coding software tools to help you analyze the documentation?
Good boys.
Having that clear, systematic approach shows that you can handle these situations with confidence and professionalism.
Right. It's not about panicking. It's about having a plan.
Exactly. And remember, the guide really emphasizes collaboration.
Yeah.
So this might be a good opportunity to share a brief, anonymized story about a time you successfully resolved a documentation issue by working with other healthcare providers.
Oh, I like that idea.
Okay, so we've tackled some really important questions so far.
We have.
But before we jump into the next set,
Yeah.
let's take a quick pause and talk about something that can really boost your interview game.
What's that?
Practicing with RoleCatcher's AI.
Such a valuable tool.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued by this. So you record yourself answering these tough interview questions, and then the AI analyzes your responses.
Yeah.
What exactly is it looking for?
It's looking at your tone of voice,
Okay.
your pacing, even your word choices.
Wow.
It'll flag anything that might be using too much jargon
Oh, interesting.
or where you're rambling, and it'll suggest ways to make your answers more concise and more impactful.
It's like having a personal interview coach right in your pocket.
It really is like having a coach.
That's amazing.
So are you ready to tackle some more of these questions?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Okay, so let's pick up where we left off with those interview questions.
Okay.
The next one in RoleCatcher's Guide is all about handling the heat. How do you prioritize and manage your coding workload?
This is a good one because coding can get pretty intense.
It can.
It's a fast-paced job,
Yeah,
and staying organized is key to avoiding burnout.
absolutely. So this is your chance to show the interviewer that you have a system for staying on top of things.
Okay.
Do you use a specific time management method?
Mm.
Are you a to-do list master? Do you prioritize your tasks based on urgency or complexity?
Right.
Whatever your approach is, share it.
Don't be afraid to get specific.
Yeah, give them details.
For example, you could say, I use the Eisenhower matrix to prioritize my tasks,
Oh, that's a good one.
focusing on the most urgent and important ones first.
Love that it shows you're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk.
That's right.
Okay, so this next question is all about teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It really does. How do you collaborate with other healthcare providers like physicians and nurses to ensure accurate coding?
It's true because in the real world, coding isn't a solo mission.
You're part of a bigger team.
Yeah.
So this is a great opportunity to highlight your communication skills
Okay.
and your interpersonal skills.
Hmm?
So think about a specific example of a time when you collaborated effectively with a physician or a nurse.
Okay.
Maybe you helped clarify a confusing diagnosis, or you worked together to improve the documentation of a patient's record.
Yeah, those are good.
Sharing a real-life story really makes your answer come to life,
I like that.
and it shows that you can work seamlessly with others.
And don't forget, RoleCatcher's AI can be really helpful here too.
How so?
So by analyzing the job description and the company's profile, you might find that this particular employer really emphasizes teamwork
Okay,
or has a very specific collaborative approach that they value.
I see.
So how could you use that information to tailor your answer?
So let's say the company highlights their use of interdisciplinary teams in the job description.
Okay.
You could mention that you thrive in those types of environments and that you're really comfortable communicating with healthcare professionals from all different backgrounds.
I like that, weaving in their specific language to show that you're a perfect fit for their team.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, on to the next question. Can you describe a time when you had to train or mentor another clinical coder?
This is a good one.
Yeah, even if you haven't had a formal leadership position.
Right.
Think about times when you've helped your colleagues or shared your knowledge with them.
Yeah.
Maybe you guided a classmate through a tough coding scenario.
Yeah.
Or volunteered to train a new employee.
Those are good examples.
It's all about showcasing those moments where you took initiative
Right.
to help others.
Help others succeed.
Yes, employers love to see that.
Yeah.
They're always looking for people who are not only skilled, but also willing to contribute to the growth of the team.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
All right, this one might seem a little bit out there,
Sure.
especially for an entry-level interview,
Okay.
but it's worth pondering.
Right.
As healthcare data gets even bigger, what role do you see yourself playing in its future?
Wow. That is a big picture question.
It is. It's about showcasing your passion for the field and
Yeah.
your understanding of its evolving landscape.
I see.
Don't be afraid to share your thoughts on the future of healthcare data and how clinical coders can play a vital role in ensuring its accuracy, its efficiency, and the insights that it can provide to improve patient care.
Okay, so it's not just about being a coder.
Right.
It's about being a forward-thinking individual
Yes.
who's excited about the possibilities in this dynamic field.
Exactly. And you know what can help you craft a really compelling answer to this question?
What that?
RoleCatcher's AI.
Okay. How?
So their platform can actually analyze industry trends
Oh, wow.
and identify areas where healthcare data is expanding rapidly.
Interesting. So you could use that information to tailor your response
Yeah.
and show that you're aware of the latest developments.
For example, let's say RoleCatcher's AI highlights the growing importance of data analytics in healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
You can mention that you're interested in pursuing some certifications
Okay.
or additional training in data analysis to stay ahead of the curve.
I see. So it's all about connecting the dots between your current skills and your aspirations for the future
Exactly.
and the future of the field.
Yes.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got just a few more questions to cover.
Yeah, let's do it.
The next one is a question that often trips people up. What are your salary expectations?
Ooh, this is a tough one.
It is.
But it's important to be prepared.
Right.
Do your research beforehand.
Okay.
Use resources like salary surveys and online tools.
Mm-hmm.
RoleCatcher might even have some insights into the average salaries for this specific role in your area.
Oh, that would be helpful.
It would.
Okay.
Knowing your worth is crucial.
Yes, it is.
And being able to articulate your expectations clearly shows that you are confident and professional.
Exactly. And remember, salary isn't everything.
Right.
You can also talk about other factors that are important to you,
Yeah.
like professional development opportunities, work-life balance, or the company's culture.
It's all about finding a good fit.
Right, not just a paycheck.
Exactly.
Okay, so the next question is one that often comes up at the end of an interview.
Right. What is it?
Do you have any questions for us?
Oh, this is your chance to shine.
It is.
Show them that you're genuinely interested in the position and that you've been paying attention.
Right.
Don't just say no. I think you've covered everything.
Well,
Come prepared with a few thoughtful questions that demonstrate your curiosity and your engagement.
like what?
Well, you could ask about the company's culture,
Okay.
opportunities for professional growth,
Mm-hmm.
or the team dynamics.
Those are good.
You could even ask about specific projects that you would be working on,
Oh,
or the company's vision for the future.
that's a good one.
Asking insightful questions shows that you're not just looking for any job, You're
Right.
looking to make a real contribution.
That's a good point.
Now, before we wrap up, I want to emphasize one more thing that RoleCatcher's Guide highlights.
Okay, what's that?
The importance of following up after the interview.
Yes, so important.
It's a simple gesture,
Yeah,
but it can make a big difference.
it can.
Send a thank you note to the interviewer, reiterate your interest in the position,
Mm-hmm.
and even highlight something specific that you discussed during the conversation.
I like that.
It shows that you're thoughtful, professional, and truly interested in the opportunity.
Absolutely. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here,
We have.
but we're not quite done yet.
Oh, there's more.
There's one more part to this deep dive where we're going to explore some additional resources and tips that can really help you seal the deal
Love it.
and ace that clinical coder interview.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we've covered so much in this deep dive into clinical coder interview prep.
We have a lot.
We've tackled all those tough questions,
Yeah.
practiced our answers, and even learned how RoleCatcher's AI can really give us an
He
advantage.
looks like a secret weapon.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But before we send you off to absolutely crush that interview,
Right.
let's touch on a few more gems from the RoleCatcher guides
Okay.
that can really boost your chances of landing the job.
I'm ready. What else do we have?
Okay, so one thing that really stood out to me was the emphasis on soft skills.
Soft skills are so important.
Yes, technical coding knowledge is obviously crucial, but employers are also looking for people who are great communicators,
Right.
problem solvers, and team players.
It's the whole package.
Right, so how do we really showcase those soft skills in an interview?
It's all about weaving those skills into your answers.
Okay.
So, for example, when you're talking about your experience with handling conflicting documentation,
Mm-hmm.
you can highlight your communication skills by explaining how you collaborated effectively with physicians and nurses to resolve that issue.
So it's not just about saying that you have these skills.
Right.
It's about demonstrating them through real-life example.
Exactly. Paint them a picture.
I like that. And don't underestimate the power of body language.
Oh, that's huge.
Right. Make eye contact.
Yes.
Sit up straight, project confidence.
It all makes a difference.
It does. It's like they say, it's not just what you say, but how you say it.
Absolutely.
So another tip that I found helpful in the guide was the advice about researching the company and the specific role.
Research is key.
It is. But how can we take our research to the next level?
Go beyond just browsing their website.
Okay.
Look for things like press releases,
Okay.
articles, maybe even social media posts that can give you a sense of their culture, their values, and their recent initiatives.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So, for example, if the company has recently implemented a new electronic health record system,
Yeah.
you could mention that you're familiar with that system or that you're excited to learn more about it.
That's a great example. It shows that you've really done your homework.
Yeah, and that you understand their specific needs and challenges.
Exactly.
And speaking of understanding their needs, this is another area where RoleCatcher's AI can be really helpful.
Okay. Tell me more.
So remember how we talked about RoleCatcher's ability to analyze those job descriptions and company profiles?
Yes.
Well, that same AI can also identify those key themes and priorities within the organization.
Oh, interesting.
So, for example, it might highlight their commitment to patient-centered care
Okay.
or their focus on innovation.
I see.
So we can use that information to really tailor our answers
Right.
and show them that we're aligned with their values.
It's like a cheat sheet for what they're really looking for.
It is.
That's amazing.
Okay, so one final piece of advice that I found really valuable in the guide
Okay, what is it?
was the reminder to be authentic.
Be yourself.
Yes, let your personality shine through.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught up in trying to give the perfect answers.
Right.
But employers really want to hire someone who's genuine
Yes,
and who's going to be a good fit for their team.
that's right. So relax.
Mm-hmm.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Let your passion for clinical coding shine through.
Let it shine.
And remember, even if you don't land this specific job,
Right?
every interview is a learning experience.
Absolutely.
Take note of what went well,
Mm-hmm.
what you can improve on, and use that knowledge to really grow and refine your interview skills for next time.
Always be learning.
Always.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've covered just about everything we can to help you prepare for your clinical coder interview.
I think so too.
We've equipped you with the knowledge, the strategies,
Mm-hmm.
and the confidence to rock that interview.
Go get them.
Now it's your time to shine.
Yeah, show them what you've got.
Go out there, showcase your skills, your passion, your unique perspective,
Yeah.
and make a real impact in the world of healthcare data.
Love it.
And don't forget to check out RoleCatcher.
Right.
Their tools and resources can be super valuable allies on your job search journey.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep.
I'll be here in